Super Bowl. Marty, it's the Super Bowl. Yeah, got the Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty, one of the, I think, most out there shows that you got on the market. If you haven't watched it, watch it. If you got that sort of brain. This Super Bowl is very Rick and Morty-ish. It's a very out there Super Bowl. But do you know the odds for the preseason odds for these two teams?
No. What were the
Patriots
odds?
were plus 8,000 preseason odds to win the Super Bowl. So $50 on it would have won you $4,000. $10 on it wins 800 for the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. The Seahawks plus 6,000. $10 wins 600. 50 wins 3,000. Those two teams, those odds are second and third since 1977.
Wow.
Based on preseason Super Bowl odds. The only team that had odds least likely to make the Super Bowl was the 1999 St. Louis Rams.
Wow.
Shout out Kurt Warner. We were talking about him the other day. True underdog
show on
story.
turf.
Greatest show on turf. So you got the greatest show on turf. You got the Drake May, Mike Vrabel Patriots, and then you have the Sam Darnold, Mike McDonald, Seattle Seahawks. Combined plus 48,000 just to make the Super Bowl. If you had Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl preseason plus 48,000, $10, $4,800. $10, $4,800 just for these two teams to meet in the Super Bowl preseason. It is the most long shot Super Bowl odds ever.
Wow.
In the history of the world.
Wow.
Plus 4,800. Combined Super Bowl odds, most bizarre outcome ever. So we talked about all season how this is like, oh, it's such a weird season. Like, we couldn't hit a fucking parlay to save our life. Look at, like, the proof is in the pudding, man. This Super Bowl is, it's out there. It is.
It's unexpected.
It's very unexpected, but that's the type of season it is. And you look at these teams on paper; they got a lot of skill. They have probably got the best, wide receiver on one side. You got the best cornerback on the other. Mm-hmm. You got one of the young hotshot gunslingers in the league. Just married his high school sweetheart. Then you got Sam Darnold, who is the complete opposite. Has been in the league for, shit, man. I remember I thought him beating Saquon Barkley in the Rose Bowl would prompt him to come back another year. I was like, I would have been a freshman. I was like, please just come back one more year. No. But that was 2017, so that was 10 years ago. Sam Darnold has been floating around. Here he is in the Super Bowl. So you kind of got polar opposites here, but you got, wait, is this two first-year head coaches?
No.
Second year.
This is Mike Vrabel's second year, and this is McDonald's second or third. They could be two. Actually, they could be 2 years. I think they're both 2 years.
I'm tripping them, but either way.
No, they're both like 2 years. Both second years.
Both named Mike. You got named Mike. I saw something funny. I'll pitch it to you because I want to get into like X's and O's and stuff, but I saw a funny stat, and I love these stats. Super Bowl the most, but so you got obviously these teams faced off in Super Bowl 49, so 11 years later they're here in Super Bowl 60. But we got Seahawks and Pats. They both got 8 letters, so very symmetrical right there. Right, they both played in Super Bowl 49, so ding ding right there. Regular season win-loss record, they were both 14-3. So these are both tip top of the conference here. Head coach, they're both Michael McDonald. You got Michael Vrabel. Their head coach's name is both Michael. Their logo, You got a couple. Eagles are one of the only teams in the NFL that got that weird leftward facing logo, but both these teams they stick to the code. They're right. Eyes in the logo, both have one. Blue in the logo, they both have blue. They both have some gray in the logo. And you have geography wise, you have the Patriots. They're the easternmost NFL team. And you have the Seahawks, the westernmost NFL team. I think that's actually the coolest one. The other bullshit. But shout out Jay Kuda. He's one of my favorite follows on Twitter. He always brings up my stats like that. But do you know the lore behind like the team who has to travel east and the team who has to travel west in the Super Bowl?
I think the teams that travel from east to west are undefeated in the Super Bowl, I believe.
Yep. Teams traveling east to west since 2002. 9-0.
Insane.
Teams traveling east are defeated. Teams traveling west are undefeated. So the Pats, there's a lot of money on the Seahawks. We talked about this last week. I said I think I kind of feel like Sam Darnold's getting too much gas. A little bit too much gas behind the fire. This statistic right here would, if it's going to be undefeated, I think all stats have to kind of even out at some point. So this might kind of be the time. But teams traveling west, yeah, they're 9-0 since 2002. That's kind of cool. Do you know the quarterback, the record of the quarterbacks with the initials D and M all time?
0-2, I believe.
0-2.
Dan Marino. Who's the other one?
Donovan McNabb.
Yep.
Shout out Birds.
0-2. Yep.
0-2 all time. So Dan Marino and Donovan McNabb. So Drake May. That trend doesn't float in his favor. But also, no, the trend doesn't float in his favor. No starting quarterback with a last name less than 5 letters long has ever won the Super Bowl. Drake May is fucked. So one of these, something has to give.
I love first and foremost, bravo. Those were elite, Zach. Those were absolutely elite stats right there. Holy crap.
These are the best, man. These are my favorite. I've said this for a long time.
That's hilarious. That's awesome.
So something's got to give, right? So either the Pats are going to lose and mess up this, East-West sort of thing, or Drake May is going to be the first quarterback with the initials D and M to win the Super Bowl and with the last name with less than 5 letters. But also, starting quarterbacks whose first and last name end in the same letter are 0-6 in Super Bowls since the AFC was formed in 1970. Darnold, Sammy D's falls under that category. Oh, wait.
No, he doesn't. Drake May falls in that category.
No, wait. Drake May falls under that category.
Yeah, not Sam Darnold.
Yes. No. Yeah. Drake May falls under that category.
So they're defeated? They're defeated?
They're defeated.
Okay.
They're 0-6.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
As fun as those stats are, they mean absolutely nothing.
They mean jack shit.
Yeah, they mean absolutely nothing. But it's fun. It's fun to point out, though, because if it does happen in one way or another, you could just keep bringing those stats up.
Well, I'm curious, like, in the past, like, because obviously you got ChatGPT, you got AI now, you got all these websites you can put in a code and, get this certain statistic. I wonder if this is just kind of the first kind of year. I know in the past, we've seen stats like this in the past, but it's ramping up. So you're kind of pulling these peculiar stats out of thin air.
Well, because before it was Greg from Fox that actually did the hard work and like researched this all on his own and brought it to the Joe Bucks, the Aikmans, the Al Michaels, the people of the world to say on a broadcast. Now the most common Joe Schmo can just type in anything and get it all. So like I think there were these. We just didn't have the technology for a common man to figure it out. But shout out to the Gregs and the Pauls and the Mikes and heck, maybe even the Michelles and the Sarahs of the world that before this before this AI world took over, they actually spent their hours and their days of work finding out these niche statistics. But those are fun. Those are
Yeah.
fun.
So before we get into the Super Bowl, X's and O's, we talked about Gannon last episode. He was on one of our clips on the Instagram. I texted my brother. He got hired by the Packers. Texted my brother, and he was like, "Oh man, like hopefully it works out." I was like, "Well, man, we'll see." But so the Cardinals made some hires this week. We'll talk about that at some point. But more so, I want to get into maybe the coaching hires before we get into the Super Bowl, because the Seahawks, one of their coordinators already accepted a job elsewhere.
Oh yes, the
and we
one we
saw
didn't talk
this.
about yet.
We saw this with the Eagles when I was there in Glendale, in Arizona, and I was so fucking sure that was going to be the best night of my life, and I was going to go out on the town after the Eagles won. Instead, I was depressed and I cried. Fucking bias. But that was the last time we kind of saw, and it happens, from time to time, but they actually didn't even accept the job until after the Super Bowl. So Clint Kubiak accepted the job to be the offensive coordinator of the Raiders ahead of the Super Bowl. He's the offensive coordinator of Seattle. He's been getting a lot of buzz. Seahawks heavily favored. The Birds were not heavily. I don't want to say heavily favored. I think by the public they're heavily favored. Birds also were. I was very confident going into that game. The defense shat the bed. So I think with Clint Kubiak, with this, and with Sam Darnold, I think we're gonna get a little bit more hype. The whole Patriots NFL thing. I don't know. Vrabel might be the better coach. I'm just kind of trying to put all these pieces together. But yeah, Clint Kubiak is new offensive coordinator of the Raiders. So he took that risky spot that we were talking about. And I'd say before the Super Bowl, I think that with what I have experienced in my life, I think that deserves a little bit of talk.
No, I think that's very interesting because yes, I don't want to relive your Eagles moments, Eagles moment, but like obviously the offense was a big deal for that Eagles team, and with your offensive coordinator picking up a job, and obviously
defense.
Oh, was your defensive guy?
Yeah, it was because what was it, 43-38 was the final.
Okay, so
something like that. Yeah, it was defense.
So that hampers me a little bit, but I want to keep on just talking about it here though. So
yeah,
obviously it is a big deal. Because this is already the biggest game. It's the biggest game of the year. This is the biggest game in U.S. across the country. Football is king in America. There's no debate about it. And when you look at like the Seahawks, Mike Macdonald, obviously he's a defensive guy. He came from Baltimore. We see how the Seahawks defense is. They say defense wins championships, but Mike Macdonald is the head coach, and he has a defensive background. Clint Kubiak is, I don't want to like put him on like a Shanahan or McVay level, but for this carousel that happened this offseason, Clint Kubiak has been the attractive, younger offensive mind that a lot of people have talked about and a lot of teams were interested in. Him taking the Raiders job is interesting, even though I think like if there's a head coaching job, you obviously got to take it, especially if you're a coordinator. That's you got to climb the train. Defense wins championships, but it is interesting because it's Sam Darnold too. Sam Darnold, you don't seem there's not a hate that you have for Sam Darnold. I think there's a lot of hate as a whole, which I don't understand. With Sam Darnold,
I respect the shit out of him. I just pump the brakes a little bit, maybe.
But the thing with Sam Darnold is that there's that famous quote when he was with the Jets that we mention all the time. He said he saw ghosts, and we haven't seen that yet in the playoffs. It makes you think that maybe if Clint is taking a job with the Raiders, I'm not disrespecting Clint that like he's not 100% all in on the Super Bowl because I'm sure he definitely is.
I mean,
But you
bro.
could say that about Gannon.
Yeah.
But if he's not 100% in, maybe they miss a few little flaws that Clint would have spotted if he didn't have this job coming up. Maybe we do see a little bit of a Sam Darnold like bald headed plays because maybe he's relying more on assistants now that are, Mike McDonald's like, hey, pay attention. I don't know. Like, there's definitely, it definitely is an important thing to know
Yeah.
about. Definitely is. How
Yeah.
will it affect it though? I don't know.
Time will tell.
Time
But
will
I just
tell, because then that's also, we mentioned before, Seahawks are going up for sale after the Super Bowl. There's a lot of things going on behind the Seattle Seahawks where there's not stable ownership because they're going to sell. Then you got a big offensive coordinator that's leaving. Public's heavy on Seahawks. Like, there's definitely if you're looking behind the scenes, like how football works, maybe there is a chance that maybe you're better off betting the Patriots in this game. I don't know. Like, it's definitely interesting to think about because football, that those things that happen off the field impact things more so than when they happen on the field.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think the value is definitely in the Patriots. I mean, obviously they're the dog, but I just think with everything that we just laid out, I think the value is in the Pats. Either way, yeah, Jody Allen. I mean, she's selling the team. I mean, I think Paul Allen was the. He died 2018. Rest in peace. But imagine inheriting. I think she got the Blazers and the Seahawks. Jody, imagine inheriting two professional sports.
Insane.
But yeah, so it's not like it's like a Jerry Richardson Panthers thing where it's like, oh, you did some skeevy shit. It's like, no, people knew this was going to happen at some point. And I mean, this is a smart business move from her point of view. I don't think the Seahawks are ever going to be at a higher, either they win or lose. I think, it's the time. Yeah. Like, it's so, like, look at Carolina Panthers, for example. I mean, they were one of the highest bidded teams at the time, but that was a whole, like, sexual assault thing. Fuck Jerry Richardson. But they got, so David Tepper, I think, bought them for, forget the number, but it was one of the highest at the time, couple billion, like 8 million, something like that. So it's a great time to sell the team. I want to get that actual number. Actually, maybe it was 3 bill.
Yeah, but they're projecting.
Yeah, damn, I knew it, but I should trust my gut. It was 2.275 billion.
They're projecting Seahawks though to sell for 7 to 8 billion.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You know who's gonna buy them?
Gary V.
No,
I was kidding. He's waiting for the Jets. No, actually, I don't. Wait, could I guess it?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, did you have a hint?
I did.
Now I want the hint.
What's the biggest corporation in Seattle?
Starbucks.
Well, no? Yes, but no.
Really? Is there another one?
Yes.
I don't know.
What do you think is the biggest business worldwide? Online e-commerce.
Online e-commerce?
They started with books.
Amazon Seattle? Really?
Who owns Amazon?
No.
Yes. That's who's going to buy the Seattle Seahawks.
I don't know why I really care, but like I just feel like it's like
he already tried buying the Bill or some other team.
We should have a ZAP non-sports episode, just like talking about like state of the fucking world right now.
Well, Jeff Bezos is going to buy the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah. Why does that not sit right with me?
I don't really care.
I don't really either, but like
if I'm a Seahawks fan, I'd be all about that.
But why do I feel like you just wouldn't use? I just feel like it's, as someone who's a sporty, like a sports guy. I just feel like you wouldn't buy it for the right reasons. It's a whole we could do. Like I said, we could have a whole episode about.
We could. Either way, go back to the freaking Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl. I don't really have anything to say. I think I said everything. I love the funny stats. I love the angles you can take. My biggest angle is the Seahawks selling the team. I think they're a little bit overhyped. Darnold, obviously, I don't know is there a team that has pressure?
No,
right?
I don't think either team has pressure
for the first time in a while. I don't think there's any.
Yeah, because you got Patriots that have a rookie quarterback. They weren't even supposed to be here.
Yeah. Second year.
Yeah, you're right. Second year. But they weren't supposed to be here. And then Seattle, they brought in Sam Darnold, who's still under contract, and they got the third or fourth most cap space next year. So even if things don't work out, they can reload or extend or do whatever they need to do. Like there's no pressure on either of these teams. And you said it before with how they're favorites to win the Super Bowl. Like they're bottom of the barrel for a reason because there's no pressure or expectations for either or of them. I think maybe pressure's on Seattle because of how much money and how favored they are.
They're also close to the home. It's closer to travel to Santa Clara from Seattle than it is to New England.
Yeah, I mean they're playing in a divisional opponent's home field.
Right down the road.
They play the 49ers twice a year, every year, and that's like a historic rival.
So that'll help.
But, like, I mean, as far as the game goes, I'm looking at JSN versus Christian Gonzalez. Obviously, I think that's matchup number one. I'm looking really at Seattle's pass rush versus the Patriots' offensive line. They weren't able to get too much pressure on Matthew Stafford against the Rams, and Rams didn't really have like the greatest offensive line, and Stafford's kind of old, but they still didn't get that much pressure. I think that's something to look out for. I'm also looking at like run games. I mean, Tony Romo, did you see what Tony Romo said? I forget what podcast he was on. I mean, he said the most like obvious shit ever, like a ZAP show comment. But like we're allowed to say that. Tony Romo, like
gets paid too much to say that shit.
Tony Romo is basically like, who's going to win the Super Bowl? He's like, I'm going to look out for on the first couple drives what the safeties of each team do. He was like, there's going to be one team where two safeties are going to drop back, and there's going to be another team where a safety goes in and one stays back. And you just look at those two. You look at how those two safeties react, and you'll figure out who won the football game. And it's like, okay, Tony Romo, so you're basically saying what team will respect the run and what team won't? Like a crowded box versus a non-crowded box? Like that. No. I just was like, Tony Romo, you used to predict plays and like amaze everybody, but you're saying like the most obvious thing ever. I don't know what team he was thinking about. I assume he was thinking Patriots are going to win because he assumes that the Seattle will be playing more conservative and keeping defenders back and not letting Drake May's arm beat them. Whereas Patriots are going to flood the box because of K9 and let Darnold beat them on the throw. That was like my assumption, but I was like, I don't know, like people in the comments are like, oh my God, he cracked the code, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, Tony Romo said the most basic shit of all time. Like even I know it, and I never played football or anything like that, but I just had that to be known. I'm mostly just looking at, like I said, JSN, Christian Gonzalez, the Seattle's pass rush. I'm looking at Will Campbell, who has been struggling this whole year, his rookie year, looking how he's going to perform. And then really the quarterback play, like what kind of quarterback are we going to get? Like shout out Patriots. They played against 3 top 5 defenses and got it done. Seattle, not as good as Denver, Houston, or Chargers, I'll say, but they still got a great defense. But I just want to see how Drake May is going to perform, and then what Sam Darnold player we're going to get. Like if Christian Gonzalez, I would say outside of Pat Surtain, is the best corner in the league. How is he going to match up with JSN? If JSN is going to get locked up, what opportunities are we going to see from Raheed Shaheed maybe K9 in a passing away, and then who is that? AJ
Jake
Barner.
Bobo.
Yeah, Jake Bobo. Like we're like those kind of like other players. How are they going to step up? That's really what I'll be looking out for. But more importantly, I mean, I know you celebrated last year as you deserve. It was a big old beatdown. I just don't want a blowout. I want a good football game from quarter 1 to quarter 4. That's all I want.
And that was the last thing that I was going to say, because we got a beefy epi right here. But that was the last thing I was going to say. I love our points. I am 100% looking at JSN. I mean, my wide receiver is my favorite position. I mean, he's been balling all year long. So looking at him to pop off, just from a fan standpoint. But then from another fan standpoint, yeah, I want it to be a good game. And I think it will be. I think just from how the NFL has shaken out this year, especially in the playoffs, we've seen a lot of close games. And I just think I know there's heavy money on the Seahawks, but sometimes that means it's going to be the opposite. So I think we're going to see a game that's within 3 points.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not going to bet, but I think if you are going to bet, I'd put the money on the Patriots spread. I think right now it's 4.5.
I'd probably go Pat spread, Hunter Henry touchdown, K9 touchdown.
Yeah, I was about to say K9's probably going to score.
Fuck it. Should we do it? That's an unofficial ZAP parlay, last one of the year.
There you go. Super Bowl parlay. There it is.
There it is, right there. Maybe I'll do JSN. I mean, he's gonna get his, bro. It's a Super Bowl. He gonna get his.
Sam Darnold's gonna try to find him for sure.
He go get his. Shit. Might as well. Fuck it. We got too many clips on the Instagram now. I gotta throw a graphic up there. Right.
And then one more, we'll end it on this. We'll end the episode on this. Because of course I gotta pee again. But we'll end it all on this. Prop bets not involving the game. Charlie Poot. Just real quick. Wait. Sorry, go ahead. You gonna say something?
I was gonna say there was a couple more coaching things. Screw it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only thing I'll say is Vikings canned their GM, which is interesting ahead of Super Bowl week. You got Sam Darnold, former Viking, going to the bowl. You got JJ McCarthy. Is the bowl. Vikings can Cueva, Ka, whatever the hell his name is. So yeah, that's for my $500, bro. Rip off the prop bets. See what we got.
But real quick, funny prop bets. End the episode real quick. Charlie Pooch singing the national anthem over under 120 seconds. 120 and a half seconds.
120.5. I'm thinking it's like in the 122, 123 range. I think he's going to rip some notes a little bit longer. He's got some vocals that I think he's going to flex a little bit. Chris Stapleton went under, and I expect him to go over. I think Puth is going, I'm going to go over.
Okay. Coin toss, heads or tails?
Heads.
Who wins it, Seattle or Patriots? Who wins the coin toss?
Who wins the coin toss? Intuition says Seahawks win the coin toss, and they take the ball.
Will anyone be shown crying during the anthem, yes or no?
Oh, 100%.
Yes? Okay.
100%, yes.
First team to score, Patriots or Seahawks?
First team to score anything? I'm going Pats. Seahawks ball first, Pats score first.
First score of the game will be a touchdown, field goal, or safety?
Fug. Field goal.
Field goal. Will there be a score in the first 6.5 minutes?
6.5 minutes? No.
First TD score, jersey number, over, under 24.5?
Over.
Over. Will there be a successful 2-point conversion, yes or no?
No.
Total sacks by both teams, over, under 4.5?
Over.
Total interceptions thrown by both quarterbacks, over, under 1.5?
Under.
Will a Philly special or trick play happen?
Trick play is going to happen. Philly special won't happen.
Yeah,
trick play will happen.
Trick play, yes.
Yeah,
with that, over under Total players throwing the ball 2.5.
Over.
Okay. I like that. Halftime show, Bad Bunny. Will there be a special guest performer?
Probably. I don't know who, but probably, yeah. I don't know. Probably. I don't know.
Will Bad Bunny wear sunglasses for the entire first song?
Yeah.
Total outfit changes over under 2.5.
As a dude, probably over still.
Okay, I like that. First beer brand commercial: Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, or Coors Light?
Let's look at my gut here. Something peculiar. Early on in the game, Michelob.
I like that. Will movie trailer for Marvel / DC film on air?
Yes.
How many times will the Dynasty or Tom Brady be mentioned? Over under 1.5.
Oh my God! Put the house on it. Over, bro. Are you kidding me?
Over.
Oh my gosh!
First celebrity seen in a commercial.
First celebrity seen in a commercial. Timothée
Chalamet. Grand finale. Grand
No.
finale.
Can I change? It's gonna be that fucking Kylie Jenner FanDuel commercial, probably.
Kylie Jenner. I did see Sabrina has a Pringle commercial. Maybe Sabrina.
I already know where that's going, bro.
It already got released. She makes her own boyfriend out of Pringles.
It's a Pringles can. I already know where that's going, bro.
Well, no. It's already out. She created a boyfriend out of Pringles chips.
Oh, well.
Anyways, grand finale. Right. Color of the Gatorade shower: orange, blue, clear, or purple?
Orange, blue, clear, purple. Blue.
Super Bowl MVP position: quarterback or another position?
It's gonna be Jersey.
You think it's gonna be Jersey? So you got Patriots. Who will win? Who will the MVP thank first? God, family, teammates, or coach?
Wife.
So family. Gotcha. And finally, to end our show, Zach Donaldson and Super Bowl 60, Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. Screw the spread. Screw everything. Who is winning Super Bowl 60? Zach Donaldson, Patriots, or Seahawks?
Gotta stick with my gut. I've ignored it for too long. Pats are winning because there's just too much shit surrounding the Seahawks. And I just feel like the Pats are going to reign supreme. There's also I know it's two totally different regimes, but the Patriots do have the Malcolm Butler momentum on their side. I know it's totally but there's a little smidge. I think there's a little smidge of a championship mentality, more so in Foxborough. I'm going Pats. I'm going final score 24-21.
The story of Drake May has been immaculate. Second year. Who cares about their schedule? They played everybody on their schedule. They finished with, what'd you say, 14 wins? They went 14-7, 14-3.
Yep.
They went 14-3, took care of their division. In a year without Patrick Mahomes, they dominated their way to the number 2 seed, only behind the Denver Broncos. They went to the playoffs. They played the Chargers first round, top 5 defense, and they took care of them. Didn't even allow a touchdown. Second round, they played the Houston Texans, coming off a big win against a storied franchise against the Steelers. And they said, here's your defense. I don't care about it. We have Drake May. We have Patriots. We have Mike Vrabel. And they took care of them. Bo Nix gets hurt, but they still have to travel to Denver. Patriots get it done against arguably the best defense we've seen in the past 5-10 years. They're in the Super Bowl. teams that travel from east to west, undefeated. Patriots are coming in, no drama. You got Robert Kraft, one of the greatest owners any of the top 4 sports franchises has ever seen. You got a balled-in head coach who played for the team and brought the culture back. You got a great quarterback in Drake May coming in when all the hype is against him. Everyone's against him. He's an underdog. And it's just very hard to see that the Seattle Seahawks won't whoop that fucking ass. Seattle Seahawks are going to whoop fucking Patriots. Final score, give it to me, 28-10. I don't give a shit. Seattle, one of the greatest teams, one of the greatest stories. Sam Darnold, greatest story in the NFL. I don't give a damn about Drake May and the Patriots. Seattle Seahawks are going to stomp this team. I don't care if they're selling. I don't care if their offensive coordinator is gone. Seattle Seahawks are going to get this game done. I hope it's a blowout. Seattle Seahawks are going to win this game. I don't give a damn. I'm taking Seattle. Bang. Clip it. I don't care.
I'm Pat McAfee. Pat Prime.
Yeah, you like that? You like that?
That's so funny because we've been doing the show long enough where I was like, I knew it was coming.
Yep, I could tell too. I could tell, but I'm going Seattle, and I don't even give a damn, fair. Dude. I like this team. They got swagger. They're fun. They're young. They got dogs everywhere. I'm all about it. Give me Seattle.
That's great. I like them as well, but that's why I picked the Pats. Just yeah. But dude, no, I love that. It's gonna be a great Super Bowl, man. It's two underdogs.
It's true.
It's two underdogs, like straight up.
It's true.
Like when have we seen this? I'm
thinking maybe Cardinals Steelers back in 11,
maybe,
or 09.
Yeah.
Steelers were a wild card team. I mean, Arizona was pretty good. I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while. So it's going to be a treat for America. Hopefully it's a good game. I think it's going to be a good game.
I agree.
And yeah, dude, if my predictions are even half correct, that will be hype. And
Hell yeah.
But I like that we're on the opposite side.
Seahawks got it done. Who would have thought? Beginning of the season, we didn't. I know that for sure. I didn't. That's for dang sure.
No, I don't even think I had them in the convo. Like if we went back and did predictions, like I probably would have had them like second to last. I don't think I would have the Cardinals. I don't want to go back and look actually. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was high on the Rams, and I was like low key 49ers despite the injuries. They had a kind of easier schedule, but Seahawks, that second year coach mojo, Mac McDonald gets it done, leaves the Ravens. Sam Darnold, just so many cool storylines from that game. Starts with Sam Darnold. First quarterback from the 2018 class to get a ring. That's the class of Baker Mayfield, class of Josh Allen, and class of Lamar Jackson. And then you have Kenneth Walker, who was like basically on the trade block this offseason, ends up staying, becomes Super Bowl MVP. The special teams unit for Seattle, was it Myers, and I forget who their punter is, but their punter, oh my God, what a game.
All tatted up, man. Yeah, he's dogging it out there. Yeah, 2 dots inside the 5.
Yeah, absolutely dogging it. You got DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, Dixon.
Old, like legend for Cowboys, comes over at his old age, not only makes a Pro Bowl, but then wins the Super Bowl with Seattle.
Yeah.
The revenge of 11 years before with the whole Marshawn Lynch thing, like, and then on top of that, you got Clint Kubiak going to the Raiders, confirming it live on air post Super Bowl, like, heck yeah, I'm going. And they're selling the team probably to Jeff Bezos. Like, so many, talk about being a journalist for ESPN or Seattle, like stories on stories on stories of different avenues that you could go about. It was just kind of awesome.
Yeah. There was I mean, you said it. I think you hit on just all of them, about all of them, at least like on the field. And then you had Um, yeah, obviously, just the game itself was Bad Bunny, big
Oh
time.
yeah,
No.
bad. Well, no,
That was a big
that, well,
that was a
that
big storyline.
it sparked
It did
controversy.
a lot of talks, even more than I think Kendrick last year, which is
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you watch? I mean, I watched it. I didn't listen to it. It looked cool. Somebody got
I
married.
yeah, I didn't. I just didn't want to watch it.
Okay, fair,
Personally, I was just like,
fair.
I'm just not really invested in it. I did see the start of it though. It looked pretty cool. He's walking out, like it looked like a little like tropical kind of little Spanish like sort of theme.
Yeah,
That's
it looked
cool.
dope. Yeah, it
Yeah,
looked dope.
I like
I
it.
just shout out Johnny. Johnny's always playing Bad Bunny at BBAL
Yeah,
games
yeah,
or BWAL games. So like, I'm like, all right, like
yeah, yeah.
I'd be shaking my tush
Well,
sometimes when he
he's
comes
got
on the
some good
speaker.
songs. Like I like a couple with Drake. Like he's got a Mia with Drake. And he's got the one up for all the dogs with Drake too. Um,
Yeah,
so
either you slow down the trip or I speed up the visa, and I don't want to leave
Olivia,
ya. Don't
got a
think
visa, bring it to a
don't need
visa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's my
see,
God, they got that damn bomb. Yeah, anyways.
it's so rare that I can't like recall like a Drake thing off the spot, but that's not a song like that I put on regularly. Oh shoot, now it's bothering me that I can't think of like how it goes. Um, I can think of it like in my head, but
Oh, Santa la gana de bague.
wait,
Un dingan den da medico. Un bonda medico.
I need how
Boncita.
I
What
need
a
how it goes.
boncita.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, for mommy, holy shit. What about the dinga? Yes, I don't want to be I'm so good and I don't want to be I don't know Spanish, so I'm
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
not doing it justice here, but
Okay, yeah, it's time V. Bring it to
yeah, un tiene baño. Yeah.
dice sacarse blanco.
Yeah.
Benita
Cecite
Zintananda
fruto
di dalle daños.
gelado.
Benita
Italiano.
Me gusta de una
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's one
But
of the that's a good song, but like I do not know the words to
it's,
that one. I don't.
yeah, I know.
It's
I
one of the
mean,
rare ones I don't.
I also had like a complete like everybody seemed to be furious about it. I think Barstool Big Cat he had a great take about this on Twitter. It's like, and this is how I view like every halftime show, no matter who's performing. I watch the football game. I care about the football game. I expect the halftime show to suck. If it doesn't suck, then it's just like having whipped
Right?
cream and cherry on top. Like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. But like, all you people were getting so riled up about it, and I'm like, if you don't want to, if you didn't like the dude, or you didn't like, oh, it's American football, you have a Spanish guy, then go in the kitchen and eat the chicken wings or pizza or the dips that people like slaved away for to bring to the Super Bowl party, and you don't have to watch it. And then you can eat up all your food, digest it, and come back in time, and the game's back on. Like,
It's
I just always expect the shows to suck.
I mean, look, respect. Look, NFL. Look. We can talk about how the NFL was showing Jay-Z and how and all that. We can talk about that.
Oh my god, yeah,
That's
go
a
down
whole
that rabbit hole of all the files, dude. You really want to go into Epstein right now? Kidding,
whole another rabbit hole.
kidding.
But on that point, like the NFL is like, come on, anybody, you can't be that stupid. You have to be living under a rock to not like know what you're doing with showing like Jay-Z on the Super Bowl. But that's the sort of thing it is. The NFL is an entertainment company. It does what it needs to do to get maximize revenue, maximize views. Like think about the end zones like that they painted for. That's not
Yeah,
there anymore. So they just stopped caring about it. No, they just stopped raking in the money from it. And it's just the same thing with this. They saw an opportunity, especially with everything going on kind of in America right now. And last year, Kendrick is not a headliner. He was the guy in the news, and now look where he's now he talks. So he's the guy who
yeah,
dissed Drake, in which what we all
yeah,
said, at least what you and I said. But they capitalized on that horrible halftime show. I mean, at least I thought it was bad
yeah.
about bias. But so it made sense for him to capitalize on it, just from a logical standpoint. So if you're gonna go and be like, if you're gonna throw a fuss about it, like there's no need to throw a fuss about it. It's like if you're,
Yeah.
I watch the NFL and I strictly for the product on the field, strictly for the players, the hard work that they put in at practice. This is their livelihood. I know what it means to be an athlete. That's why I watch the NFL. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a waste. It's just a waste of time and energy to worry
It's a
about
waste of
anything
time to
else.
talk about.
It's National
Yeah.
Football League. We're here to watch football. All the other stuff, like, sure, some people make jobs out of it, but like
It's a
as a
business.
fan, I just care about the football.
Yeah.
The main product. I will say though, we'll go talk about a little bit more about the game, but halftime shows, early pick for next year. I have two I would love. I don't know. I know Jay-Z is still doing it, so I don't know who's going to pick. I got two people. Number one, why haven't we had a Justin Bieber halftime show yet? Justin Bieber would smack, and he's got the hits. And he's got the hits.
That'd be sick.
Or I wouldn't. I've been seeing some ladies throw this person's name out there. Give me Miley Cyrus. I think it's in LA next year, so like Party in the USA would go crazy. Hopped in a plane in LAX with my dream in my cardigan. Welcome to the fame of Super Bowl. Am I gonna fit in? I don't know. It could be something cute.
No. Yeah. But then again,
I just don't know if she has enough bangers though. Like Party in the USA, everybody knows. But like
got like Wrecking Ball.
Oh yeah, like Wrecking Ball's there. Like I know it's like we can't stop.
You got the new one, the stupid. I hate
Flowers.
That song. Flowers. I don't.
Yeah,
like
the
song.
Bruno Mars playoff one. The Liam Hemsworth or whatever the heck diss track, basically.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't like it. That's. I don't know if that would grab the nation.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a headline. I think Bieber. Yeah.
Bieber could do it.
Yeah, Bieber's a good one.
Obviously Drizzy could, but I don't think Drizzy's ever going to do it.
I don't think he would.
I don't think he ever wants to do it.
When did Usher do it?
Oh, dude, I mean, pre-COVID, maybe 2018, he did it. Oh, and I remember my parents were more excited about Usher than I've ever seen before. They're like, "Oh my God, Usher's doing halftime." Yeah. My parents are obsessed with yeah. Like, okay,
I think it's a worth song too. I think it's a worth song. Got some DJ got me.
But he's like a performer. It'd be like Chris Brown could do it, but also Chris Brown is a little controversy. He's a performer.
I love it. See Breezy as an artist, man. He can get it done. Like he's dancing. He's best dancer. Yeah. Like got the chords. He could probably get some pull from other artists too. I don't think they do Chris Brown though. Bieber's a good one, man. I asked Usher because I know they had like a thing.
Who had a thing?
Usher and Bieber.
Oh,
yeah, you ain't never seen anything about that.
Beef
no, not beef. Just
sexual.
It's like a weird. There's like a couple weird things floating around out there, but I know he had a relationship with him, so that's why I wonder. Like,
well, he also had a relationship with Diddy.
Usher? Yeah.
No, Bieber.
Well, I think probably both.
I mean, Bieber was like 13, 14 years old, like hanging out with Diddy.
Yeah.
I don't imagine what was going on there.
I think my favorite one of I liked Katy Perry. Favorite one
Katy Perry was funny.
I liked Weeknd too. I'm trying to think. There's one I like the like 50 Cent.
What? Yeah, the 50 Cent with Snoop Dogg and Eminem came out.
Bruno was pretty good.
What was the Super Bowl with the Weeknd?
That was Rams Bengals.
Okay, so that happened while we were in college. And I remember I was like, I don't give a damn about this Super Bowl. I just want to watch the Weeknd. And I got inherently intoxicated.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I got flamed for it. They were like, stop talking about the halftime show. I was like, I want to see
No, I was like all about it. And like I'm sure my boys were very like tired of me saying I don't care about the Super Bowl. I care about the Weeknd. I got inherently intoxicated, literally passed out at the Super Bowl watch party, woke up when third quarter started. And I was like, where's the Weeknd? They're like, Toby, you fell asleep for it. I was like, you got to be shitting my pants. You got to be shitting my pants. I literally, the only thing I wanted to watch. So I went back to the like back room and watched it on YouTube when they posted it. Then came back and watched the rest of the Super Bowl.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's all I remember from that.
That's, I'm trying to think. I think there's one I'm missing, but
there was Rihanna. I think was a worthy one, but she was pregnant. She didn't really like do much. She was kind of just like up in that air, like on the platform, and everybody was like praising her. And I mean, like all due respect to a pregnant woman doing a performance, but like it didn't move me as much. I expected more from Riri, but
I mean, I
I do
told you
remember that one.
I saw that
Shakira
one.
did one. It was like Shakira and J
That's
Lo.
who. That's what it was. Yeah,
That one
that's what it
was
was.
probably top
It's
tier.
top. That was
I mean,
solid. As
hips don't
performers,
hips don't lie.
banger.
Yeah.
Was that
Well,
that was the
yeah.
same one? Shakira and J Lo.
Yeah, I think they were like together.
Still feel like I'm missing one. Katy Perry is a classic one too.
Yeah, with the Sharks.
But in terms of next year, dude, honestly, like nobody comes to mind unless it's like
My girl could. She needs another 2 albums though.
I could see it.
She's a performer, but she ain't got like she's rising, but she ain't
Yeah.
got like I would say Billie Eilish probably has a better like reach than
Eh,
than Sabrina.
really? Nah.
People fuck with her.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is actually, you know what? No, you're right. They do.
like
You're
people
right.
fuck with Billie
They
Eilish.
really do. She actually has a huge fan base.
Men don't like for the most part, but like
Nah, I've seen
I
her
think
in concert, like at a festival. She had it.
yeah,
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a bigger crowd for a person. Now that you bring
yeah.
it up,
And
like
she's got like a good voice too. Like those slow songs like Birds of a Feather would still go nuts because she's just vocally talented.
banger.
But like, yeah, and I think somebody asked about Sabrina about it. She was like, "Yeah, I'd love to, but I have to drop 2 or 3 more albums to get there." And I'm like, I do agree. Like, you got Espresso, please, 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 and like Man Child. No one knows like the rest of it, but she can get there. Grande would be spicy.
I could see that.
I could see Grande getting a little spicy.
I could see that. Yeah.
Nikki could, but probably not anymore.
Wait.
Nikki took a sharp right turn.
Yeah, I don't think she'll do it anymore. Just because, yeah, yeah,
Dude,
literally.
that was a, yeah. I was about to say that was a double entendre
Yeah.
there.
I got a couple off this. I don't think Morgan Wallen will do it. There's a couple on
Dude,
here.
but no, Posty, Morgan Wallen, and Jelly Roll. If they three did it together, I think that would bang. I think that would bang.
Because they got that Trucker Boys album.
Yeah, but they could do like a
cool
J Lo
song.
and Shakira thing where it's like Morgan Wallen plays a couple of his, Jelly Roll's got like
You'll
2
get
or
like
3,
Hardy, maybe
and
two.
Posty could come in and do like his stuff too. Like can make like a little. I think you got. I appreciate like we had Spanish music, we've had rappers, pop stars, Latin music. I think like, and this is not me trying to be like political or Republican or anything, but America needs a country halftime show. It's been a while since we had somebody like country. Actually, I can't even remember the last time.
I mean, not in my lifetime. I don't think that Springsteen.
Yeah, but I think Springsteen definitely did one for sure. But like I think like a country one, and like you just same way they did 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, like you just bring out like a bunch of them.
I actually love that. I think that's my vote.
I think
I
a
don't get
Jelly Roll,
vote,
Morgan
but
Wallen, Posty, because you could. Yeah, I had some help. Jelly Rolls, got his banners. Morgan Wallen, obviously, he has a catalog for like the last decade of bangers. So, and Posty has performed at least Thanksgiving shows, so there is NFL connection there.
Yeah. So I looked up the list, and then we can move on. But
we dove into this, but that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
I love this.
So Maroon 5 is one I was forgetting.
Yeah, Maroon 5 could go. My stepmom would love that.
I think they were all right. Well, just in terms of who's played, that was the only one I was forgetting. I ain't gonna remember anything. Black Eyed Peas is, I think, the first one that I remember. And Usher, was that the same one?
Oh, and Black Eyed Peas sucked. I remember that. Black Eyed Peas was bad.
I don't know. Oh yeah, Usher was bad for. Okay, yeah, Black Eyed Peas. Then Springsteen did it in 2009. Tom Petty in 2008. Damn, that's 2 solid ones, right there. Then Madonna in 2012. Shout out, but yeah, dude, I love the Stones, Paul McCartney. Yeah, there has not been a country guy, dude. I would love that. I think back to our roots, but we're looking so high up the tree. I think we forgot the low hanging fruit. Unless I'm missing something.
Yeah, we just talked about how we don't care about the halftime show and just went on a 10-minute conversation
Well,
about it.
yes,
Go.
this. Well, we like
What were you
music.
gonna
We do
say?
like music.
What were you gonna say?
Is there a reason that Taylor Swift wouldn't do it?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Tay Tay all year. I mean, Tay Tay has the best resume out of anybody
Yeah,
left. I
she
would say.
easily.
Yeah, I just
So
don't know. I think like after last year, I mean, it's hard for you to say like, oh, I avoid all the noise on social media. I think she probably saw all the hate. Her and Kelsey were like, all right, like screw this. So maybe she was like, I don't want to do it because people are already tired of seeing my ass. Could she do it in the future? I hope so.
he retires.
Yeah, maybe that too. Maybe that too. Like Tay Tay being a good girlfriend of being like, no, like this is your shit. But yeah, Tay Tay, yes, I mean she's the queen.
2027 Super Bowl.
Could be. But anyways, back to the meat and potatoes though. Even though sometimes the side dishes can be intriguing to talk about, this football game.
Actually, no, we don't even need to talk about it. Fuck it. This game
No, I
sucks.
want to talk. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it because, excuse my French, fuck the Patriots, dude. Fuck yeah, they got fucking embarrassed. Everything that everybody was saying about them, that Patriots fan kept on going, oh no, like we did it, like we made it through, blah blah blah. You guys got fucking. They got embarrassed. They got embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Will Campbell, probably enemy number one. I mean, he sucked. He sucked bad.
He's pretty bad.
Type of guy I liked coming into the draft and even after the draft, where I think we talked about the quote before about like defensive linemen versus offensive linemen, about who gets paid or whatnot. I thought it was a great quote that he said about that. Said it last episode, but he was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. I saw every snap. I was watching film breakdowns, horrendous. I think he should have moved into guard, but Mike Vrabel's standing by it. He's like, no, that's our tackle. He's a rookie. He'll be better, which I think is bold, but we'll see. It's a Mike Vrabel experience. And then did you see the mic'd up moment with Love on the Seahawks?
I did not.
They're basically talking about Drake May and how he has the rookie signs. He's like, when Drake May is going to launch it because there's that little split second where he thinks about it and he plants that back foot and he chucks it. He's like, next time you see that, jump the route. And then sure enough, like Love had that interception on him where, I mean, Drake May threw a roast beef sandwich. I mean, that was like a type of ball that you and I would throw in the backyard during backyard Thanksgiving bowls. And
yeah,
that's
bro.
no disrespect to us. Yeah, it's no disrespect to us, but all disrespect to Drake May. Yeah, it was just bad. They got exposed, and like Seahawks, I don't even think played a perfect game. Kenneth Walker did. I mean, Sam Darnold, I shouted him out. He didn't do anything too crazy, but he didn't have to. He followed the game plan, knew the defense was spectacular, and he didn't turn the ball over. Made the right throws when he had to, but shout out K9, like hell of a game. He was obviously the MVP. He gets the MVP for sure. But yeah, I just had to take that moment to just say, fuck the Patriots. They don't deserve it. I have a bold claim that I don't think they'll ever go back ever again. I think that was their shot. Mostly just how weird this NFL season has been, but also, people used to call him Drake May. Now they're calling Drake May the schedule. And I think that's true. They'll get they'll get like a number one seed schedule next year. We'll see how everything goes. But I don't have much confidence that the Patriots will be back. Seattle, not too much either, but Seattle also has a shitload of cap. Jeff Bezos could become the owner. Like Seahawks could very well be for the next 3 to 4 years. Definitely could be like a powerhouse, but time will tell. But Patriots, I'm not convinced at all. They'll be back.
No, I mean, I would have to. I'd have to agree with you on that one. Mostly because the schedule was cupcake, and they actually finally played a real competition that was at full strength.
Yes.
In a meaningful game on a neutral field and relatively good weather, and they got it was pretty out. It was outmatched. It was 9-0 at halftime. The red zone defense was good for the Pats, and Christian Gonzalez, man.
Yeah. I mean,
That man is
might have jumped Pat Surtain. I don't want to say too much because Pat's still a dog, but like he might be the best corner in the league. I mean, JSN didn't
yeah.
do. I mean, JSN got his, but like not as like what we were seeing all season long.
No.
And that's another guy I didn't even mention as far as Seahawks storylines go. But anyways, keep going.
It was just more so like from a former cornerback. I played high school. I ain't like gassing myself up or anything, but like I know the fundamentals. I know at least how to play. I'm fucking like 5'11". I'm small. But anyways, I got some snaps. Anyway, fuck. I'm not gonna say, you know,
quarterback expert here, Zach Donaldson, breaking down.
No. But I understand how difficult that position is to play. It's 100% maybe besides quarterback. Yeah, from a mental standpoint, I think quarterback's tougher. You just got to break things down more. But I think cornerback's the hardest physical position to play. You're playing backwards. And
the rules are against you.
Rules are against you, that as well. And it takes a special kind of player to, if you're going to get beat, that's just and sometimes the throw is not going to be perfect, but you have to make a split-second decision, what you're going to do in the moment. Are you going to leap? Are you going to, try to tackle him? Are you going to, lose your shit and, black out?
Mm-hmm.
Christian Gonzalez did what the most elite corners I've seen play do. I'm talking about Darrelle Revis. I'm talking about, Chris Harris Jr. had a couple good years there. Jalen Ramsey with the Jags. Josh Norman with the Panthers. He reminded me a lot of Josh Norman. Josh Norman at his peak. But I was just loving what I saw from Christian Gonzalez, man. I even tweeted. I was like, man, he's making me feel some things, man. This is textbook.
Dude, there's something, obviously, like seeing a great wide receiver makes you feel some type of way. A great linebacker, obviously a great quarterback. But none of those I feel like really compares to seeing like a lockdown corner.
Yeah.
Like seeing that is poetry in motion. It's beautiful. And like I share the same sentiment. Like he's a beast. But yeah, like that defense, like you said, it was 9-0 at half. Obviously very boring. Like most football fans, when Super Bowl comes, the good football is won on the defense. Everybody says defense wins championships. But at least for me on the live streams, like when people yap, like this game sucks, I'm like, well, this is what you guys preach all the time about who wins a football game is defenses. And those were two great defenses duking it out. Like Patriots defense did everything they could to keep it a game for as long as they did. 9-0 at half. I think it was like 12-0 before finally the first touchdown was scored, which I believe was for Seattle. And it was A.J. Barner. And then they had the Mac Hollins deep throw, which was like arguably the one great play on Patriots offense. But
yeah,
Patriots kept, like the defense kept them in that. And it was all like Drake May, you just got to make a play. And a lot of it was Will Howard's fault with the pocket collapsing. But a lot of it was just him being a second-year quarterback, being like arguably the biggest game of the season, talent-wise and just like pressure-wise. He just folded under pressure, which is, it sucks for him. But at the same time, I love to see it because I knew that was exactly what was going to happen. And
you said
obviously, I mean, I sent it to you, but I nuked the Patriots, which hurt because that was a lot of money to lose. But also at the same time, like I'm the fade god. Every bet I've placed this NFL season, I think I won one or two bets out of like 50. So if that's the small price I had to pay for the Patriots to get embarrassed, then that was worth it to me.
So it's you. You're the reason.
Obviously I'm going to take credit. Like I should have been. I think I should have been with Katie Feeney in the cups at Disney World. I think that's at least I should have been.
Yeah.
Should have been there, but we keep moving.
I mean, I think you hit on everything. The special team unit was great for. Yeah, Michael Dixon was phenomenal for. I was gassing him up. He got all he's tatted. Yeah, he looks like a badass.
Is that their punter?
Yeah.
Dude, what a goat.
Yeah,
he's Australian, right?
Yeah, he's we're gassing him up.
What a goat.
And then yeah, Myers. I even said Myers was the MVP through like a quarter.
That's what everybody was saying. I was like, listen, I love Myers, but like also it wasn't like he was making 60-yard bombs. I mean,
Well, then
they
it was
were
Kevin.
getting them.
Then it was
Yeah,
Kevin.
they were getting them. He was making 35-yarders, which in today's NFL, those are chip shots.
Yeah.
Like if your kicker ain't making them, then you shouldn't be on a roster. Shout out Jason Myers, but like, come on.
Come on.
Come on now. Come on now.
Seahawks defense, you hit on everything, man. It was phenomenal. The only thing that stood out to me that you didn't touch on, Derek Hall, shoulder and bicep. It's the size of my freaking head.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what?
Dude's mad. I don't know what they're putting in the protein shakes these days, man. But I got to get on
players. These NFL players are different. They're a different breed. They are a different breed. Yeah. So that made me a little self-conscious. I was like, all right, I hit shoulders and chest yesterday. I was like, all right, gotta get the weight up, man.
Yeah, but that's hilarious.
Last thing, Drake May. I think it really came down to the tells. Yeah. That's I didn't pick up on that, but I mean, how fuck would I? That's good. That's cool insight. Darnold was the Patriots defense played pretty well. The red zone, it clamped down. The offense just couldn't get anything to keep it competitive. But I really think it came down to Sam Darnold's ability to move in the pocket. I don't know if he's always been this kind of just precise, nimble-footed, but he was navigating that. I don't think he took a sack. I don't know the stats, but at least in like the first half, I don't. It felt like when he was always going to get sacked, they couldn't bring him down.
Yeah,
just keeping drives alive. Yeah, like you said, just finding the open man. Kenneth Walker, it helped that he was just absolute like Marshawn Lynch, like Le'Veon Bell hybrid.
Dude, Le'Veon Bell, I think is like the patience.
Oh yeah,
it was beautiful to watch.
The cuts, like it was like prime. I always bring up Cam, but it's like that. He made that one. He makes that one cut, and it's all of a sudden he's from like one hash to like the line. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh shit!
Or it's like where most running backs they would just trust the lane and get like tackled for like a 2-yard loss. He's cutting and making 8-9 yards out of the play. Like it was great in that way.
Very impressive.
Also, too, like beginning of the game, Drake May, he was running and he was dinking and dunking. I remember making a joke. I'm like, oh, Patriot way, Tom Brady special, dink and dunk. But they were moving the ball, and I think like by like the third or fourth possession, they stopped and Drake May just kept throwing these like deep routes. And I'm like, why did you abandon what was moving the chains? Because it was just like, I felt like they didn't score points, obviously, but they were moving the ball, which is important. And it's not like they were covering that. Seattle was. It was still open. There were many times I was yelling at the screen. I'm like, the dude's wide open here. And yeah, it might be like a 1-yard toss. You might get 4 yards, but 4 yards, I mean, we praise running backs for getting 4 yards to carry. That's all. You get 4 yards 3 times, that's another first down. And they just they strayed away from that for some weird reason. And all disrespect, but like your wide receivers are Stephon Diggs, Mac Hollins, and Pop Douglas. Like you don't have those guys. Maybe Diggs, but I mean Diggs seemed to be going through his own shit towards the end.
He was kind of invisible.
What's up with that, dude? Diggs and Cardi B, NFL's pride and joy. They broke up before the game even ended. Oh yeah, they're done.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, apparently Diggs's other baby mama had tickets with Diggs' family. Cardi B found out about it, and so they broke up. And then he's facing arrest or something right now for like choking his personal chef.
Damn, they broke up before the game.
Yeah,
I probably would have kept the parlay the same.
And then he's like, he choked his personal chef apparently.
I mean, dude, I just think every time, like, I think back to the one video that was floating around like early Insta days inside the Vikings locker room where it was like, which teammate would you not let date your sister? Diggs. Everyone's immediately, oh, Diggs. And he's like, why'd you say me for? He's like,
well,
Like, man, it's like
Well,
Thielen's like, oh, Diggs, 100%.
well, now we know.
Now we know. Yeah.
Now we got a little bit. Now we know.
So pay attention to the social, man. There's always like read between the lines, like some stuff like that, man.
It's true. True.
Tough though. Tough. But yeah, that was overall, like, I guess, like, not a great game from like a competitive standpoint, but you could pick out some pieces. It's the Super Bowl. Like, you always find headlines. So
yeah,
that was dope. Seattle gets their revenge, I guess, a couple of years later.
Yeah.
Malcolm Butler still laughing, looking his Super Bowl ring. You don't give a shit. He was there. I think he was on the field pregame.
Oh, I saw him. Yeah, he was there. I think Richard Sherman was at the parade too, which I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, Richard Sherman is an LOB legend, but I'm not forgetting the point where he left the Seahawks and joined the Niners. I'm not forgetting that, which was weird.
Well, and the fact that he's a media, a person in the media now.
He's involved.
Like, where, like, those lines are just interesting to me. Just to think about, like, if he can go and do that, then, like, you know, it's mostly former players, but
yeah,
I'm just think about like the guys who like aren't, like, it's just interesting how that space has kind of transformed in the last couple of years.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, Super Bowl LX
60, baby.
60.
Now into the off season,
bro. Thank God 67 is not anytime soon.
Yeah, 6-7,
Super Bowl 6-7,
6-7.
Dude, next 10 years though, we got 6, 7, and 6
and 69, dude. Dude, 69 has to be a PA bowl, man. God damn it!
Can you imagine?
Give me a 69 PA bowl.
That'd be legendary. Yeah, damn. 10 years since Super Bowl 50 with my Panthers. 10 years since that was the first time
I love that they made that 50. I love that they made it 50 because the Roman numeral for 50 is an L. And the NFL didn't want to have L on all their merch.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does make sense. But
Barnstormers.
Oh my! Oh, L.
Rock the L. Yeah,
shout out. L, dude. Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, but damn, it's over.